I'm Alexandra and welcome back to my channel. So this week reading vlog is all about reading books from the Goodreads awards of 2022. So that's the challenge I'm doing this year and I'm doing pretty well, but I still have quite a lot of books to read. So this week I will be attempting to read as much as I can. We'll start with the audiobooks I have currently from the library. So the first one is Killers of a Certain Age by Diana Rayborn. I haven't started this one, but it's 10 hours long, so it's pretty quick. It's, I believe, in the mystery thriller category. Then I have Babel by R.F. Kuang. This is, I believe, the one that won the fantasy category. It's 22 hours long, so it's a thick one. I also have an ebook. It's called Notes on an Execution by Dania Kafka. I am 10% into this book because I have started it a couple months ago and I returned it to the library, so now it's back and I need to finish it. I also have some physical books that are part of that challenge. The first one is The Magnolia Palace by Fiona Davis. This is part of the historical fiction category. So far I'm really enjoying that category, so I'm guessing this will be a great one. And I'm also reading The City We Became by N.K. Jemisin. I think it's also part of the fantasy category, so I'm gonna be reading this one. I'll start with this one. And I also have, I'm not sure if I'm gonna read this, it's This Woven Kingdom by Tehaf Mafi. This is part of, I believe, the young adult fantasy category, and I'm not reading that, but if I manage to finish everything, I might attempt to start and read this one. It should be a pretty quick read because it's young adult, but I'm keeping it for the end because I'm not doing that category, so I'll just be reading the rest. And yeah, I haven't started any of the books and it's Saturday, but it's fine. So I will go on and read and I'll see you soon. Bye. Hello, it is a Thursday now and I haven't been reading a lot, but I've been away for the last couple of days and I'll show you in a moment what I've been up to during that time. But yeah, I did finish The City We Became by N.K. Jemisin, and honestly, I think I'm gonna give this book 2 stars. Basically, you're following a group of people who live in New York, and something happens, and they all, there's 6 people, and each one of them represents a borough of New York. So like, for example, Queens, Manhattan, and there's the 6th one who is like New York. And honestly, you don't really learn a lot about like what is this world, what's happening. You don't really get that. Plus, there's so many commentaries about like politics, racial things happening, and it could be good. I don't mind that, it's fine. But like, you feel that this writer is against a lot of people that are not like her, and it's horrible. At the beginning I was like, oh, it's fine. Then she made a comment about Canada and the fact that like we're socialist and that we've been like we are crazy now because of like the fact that our hospitals are free and things like that. And I was like, that's weird. And then just a couple pages later, she mentions how this woman has a strange name, so she has to be Canadian. And I'm like, I get the fact that some people have strange names. I'm from Quebec, so a lot of people have like a francophone names that might be hard to pronounce for some people. But like, I mean, the majority of Canada is English. Like, people speak English and then have perfectly normal names that are really close to the name you will find in the US. So I don't see why this well, N.K. Jemisin had to mention that because I felt like it was weird. Plus the enemy, well, the two enemies in the story are white women, and every single time you meet those two people, Jemisin has to mention that they are white again and again and again. But like at one point we know, get over it. And then she makes comments about like there's an Indian woman in this, and she makes comment about how she's a Bollywood nerd and she has this skin tone and blah blah, and she is so focused on making commentaries that brings nothing to the story that the story becomes boring because there's not enough space for it to grow. I know that this writer has written some amazing fantasy and everything, but this is not it. It's just bad all over it, and it's sad because I had high expectations of this book, and like it just, I wanted to finish the book to see how it ends, and it ends really badly. Like there should be a fight in this, and there's no fight, and because I guess there was no space to put the fight, but like just not it. I'm really sad about it because I was excited, but no. And I've seen some people say that it's that white people are not gonna enjoy this book because we're so not used to having enemies as white and everything. I don't care about all of that. You can put your enemies the color you want. It doesn't matter. But the fact is, she kept referencing to people's skin color, and I feel like there's no point. You can mention it once or twice, or like when you feel like it's a good thing, but like no, you make your enemy white. She's a white woman and you call her Dr. White, and every time your main character has to see her, you're like, she's white. It gets annoying. It would be the same if she was black and you kept saying, oh, she's black. Like at one point I can't. And that's how I feel about this book. It's really sad. The writing is not bad, but just not it at all. And also it doesn't have that great of a rating on Goodreads. I was surprised, but you know. And then I did start the Manuela Palace. I don't know how to pronounce that word. It's the same in French. Anyway, this book by Fiona Davis. I'm at the beginning. I'm on page 29, chapter 3, but so far enjoying this book. I will now sit down. I made myself some iced coffee. First iced coffee with my Nespresso machine, and so good. But I will be reading this, and I'll try to update you as soon as I can. Sorry. Maybe I'll update you tomorrow because I feel like tomorrow morning I'll have more time to actually read this. So we'll see how much I can get done tonight, and I will see you soon. Bye.